4 teams remain in the hunt for that elusive Lombardi trophy, but first let's show you how we got to these 4 teams. The Bills, they beat the Texans. The Seahawks whooped the LA Rams. Jared Goff choked in this game, throwing 3 interceptions. Bad day from him. The Chiefs beat the Steelers, and the Giants beat the Vikings. Now, in the divisional round, the Packers beat the Giants. The Chargers lost to the Chiefs. The Seahawks beat the Saints, and the Patriots beat the Bills. So now we're in the AFC Championship game. Here's a look at the recap of that matchup between the Chiefs and the Patriots. Tom Brady, the 40-year-old man, won another Super Bowl ring, is going back to his 7th straight AFC Championship game since 2010, and he was a man on a mission today. But Alex Smith, let's start out with nicely there, 30 for 35 yards on the second down and 5 here. Smith completing the pass underneath to Trey Burton, and he's in for the touchdown. Flag would be on the Patriots for roughing the passer, so the Chiefs will take an early 7-0 lead in Foxborough. Like I said, Tom Brady, the best quarterback of all time, 5 Super Bowl wins. He wants to go to his 8th, make his 8th Super Bowl appearance if he can get a W here today. Let's go second quarter here now. Patriots attacked on a field goal to make it a 7-3 game, and Tom Brady would throw an interception to Steven Nelson to end the half. The Chiefs would take a 7-3 lead into the half. Now let's go third quarter here. Patriots driving, trying to score points, but Brady is sacked. He fumbles the ball, and Trey Kidd, the undrafted rookie free safety, picks it up and takes it all the way back for a fumble-rooski touchdown. The Chiefs go up 14-3 in a big-time turn of events. So Tom, terrific. He would drive the Patriots down the field, going to his favorite target, Rob Gronkowski, for the first down. Then on the ensuing play, Brady with all day to throw, he completes it to Danny Amendola for the first down over the middle to the Chiefs' 32-yard line. Andy Reid not too happy about that. Then a couple of plays later, James White would punch it in from 12 yards out. He'd do his signature dance. Patriots make it a 14-9 game, and they line up here to go for 2. Brady to who else but Gronk, wide open. The Patriots now make it a 3-point game, 14-11. But Alex Smith would not take that lying down. Smith right here on the read option. He has some running room, and Alex Smith with his deceptive speed runs all the way down to the Patriots' 30-yard line. 4 carries, 44 yards for Smith on the day on the ground. And then a couple of plays later, 2nd and 6. Smith swings it out to Jamal Charles, and he runs it in from 26 yards out for the touchdown. The Chiefs make it a 21-11 game. Let's go fourth quarter now. Chiefs with the ball again, 2nd down and 4. Smith evades pressure, and he completes the pass to Trey Burton again for the first down, his 5th reception of the day. Now a couple of plays later, 3rd down and 1. Jamal Charles up the gut all the way down to the Patriot 8-yard line. Chiefs attack on a field goal, make it a 24-11 game. And then this Patriots offense will get stifled by this Chiefs defense, who turn in a performance for the ages. 4th down and 10, game on the line here. Tom Brady has some time to throw it, but time runs out, and Danny Amendola drops the pass. The Kansas City Chiefs pulled a massive upset. Remember, this is the same team that lost to the Washington Redskins 24-9 this season in Kansas City, but they are going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. They won this one going away 27-11. Tom Brady 17-32, 168 yards and an interception, and we'll see if he comes back for his 19th season next year. Now to the NFC Championship game between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers, the more marquee matchup of the week. The Seahawks, remember, they snuck into the playoffs during Week 17. They've made it all the way to this point by their defense. But they're facing league MVP candidate Aaron Rodgers, the bad man. And on this play, Rodgers would complete this pass, but he would go down with an upper arm fracture. He would, of course, not return, and Rodgers would be done for the day. So the Packers have to turn the ball over to Brett Hundley, and as you can see, we're going third quarter here. Packers down 9-0, and Brett Hundley intercepted on the play, and I believe that was Richard Sherman. Sherman was ripped down by the horse collar. Pretty clear call. They call a face mask right there, but same thing, 15-yard penalty. Then Russell Wilson, dangerous rush completing it all the way down to the 6-yard line, first down and goal to Jermaine Kearse. And then on that, he's doing play Wilson over the middle to Doug Baldwin for the touchdown. So the Chiefs make it a 15-0 game after they failed to get the 2-point conversion. Let's go fourth quarter now. Thomas Rawls would basically put this game on ice with this run deep in the Green Bay territory. Finally takes it down at the Packer 14 after that great run by Rawls. And then a couple of plays later, 2nd down and 4, Wilson over the middle to Doug Baldwin again for the touchdown. The Seahawks would go up 22-0. Also, Wilson very excited about that, and this game was never in doubt with Brett Hundley at quarterback for the Packers. Hundley looking deep, and that pass is well out of reach. The Seahawks shut out the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau, 25-0. Thanks in part to Brett Hundley's bad day, 18-31, 153 yards, 3 interceptions. Russell Wilson, though, 21-25, 187 yards, 2 touchdowns. And we're going to see a Seahawks-Chiefs Super Bowl 52 matchup. Now, a week later, the NFL honors were given out. Aaron Rodgers won League MVP. Sean Payton won Coach of the Year. And the AFC Philip Rivers Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Barkevius Mingo. He's turned his career around. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Deshaun Watson. You can thank the Lions for that award. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Reuben Foster. Best quarterback, Tom Brady. Best halfback, Jamal Charles. Best receiver, Allen Robinson. Best offensive lineman, Joe Thomas. Best defensive lineman, J.J. Watt. Best linebacker, Barkevius Mingo. Best defensive back, Jonathan Joseph. Best kicker, Josh Lambeau. Now to the NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Aaron Rodgers. Matt Stafford down there at 7th. Defensive Player of the Year, Steven Tulloch. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Brad Kaya. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Raekwon McMillan. Miles Garrett down there in 3rd. Best quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. Matthew Stafford there in 2nd. Best halfback, Ezekiel Elliott. Best receiver, Randall Cobb. And best offensive lineman, Teron Armstead. Best defensive lineman, William I Believe in Mermaid Hayes. Best linebacker, Steven Tulloch. Best defensive back, Xavier Rhodes. Best kicker, Blair Walsham.